Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way. Well, today we're doing something different. We're starting a new series that is completely different. If you remember on my previous videos a little while back, we did a series all about Jet and Airways, and we were starting up Jet and Airways from scratch with a little banderanti right through till we were very successful with some lovely 737s. Well, today we're doing a similar challenge actually, because we've taken over Jet and Airways has taken over KVM Inspire, a very small struggling airline, and if I don't rescue it, it's probably going to go under. And like many other airlines have over the last few years, I hate seeing airlines go down or go under. So we're going to rescue this one. We're going to take over KVM Inspire and build it up to be a busy, successful airline company again. Now, it's a very small airline, only has a couple of 737s and a couple of RJ100s. So it's a very small airline. This 737 is based in Detroit. So that's where we're going to start our flight today. They have one based in Detroit and another one based in Los Angeles. And of course they have some little RJ100s, one based in San Diego and one based in Wellington, New Zealand. So that's all they have, the two airliners and a couple of each. And we're going to start flying and doing some flights and start building this airline up from scratch, the same as we did with Jet and Airways. Although they already have a couple of 737s, so we're not building up from scratch, but it's almost about to close down. So we've got to build the whole thing up. We're going to create some new flights, take on new pilots, new teams. We're going to give the whole company a bit of a shake-up and just make it more efficient, more fun, more exciting. And we're actually going to start transporting some of the Jet and Airways customers as well. We're going to take the Jet and Airways bookings as well and add more flights to the Jet and Airways services by using the KVM Inspire 737s. So tag along with the series. It is going to be great. Now we are in Xplane12. Now have a look at this, guys. This is just stunning. This is a Xplane12 straight out of the box. No DLCs, no add-ons. It's just, well, you have to add on the scenery of the area you want to operate in. That's how it works with Xplane12. So I downloaded and installed the North America scenery. But that's about it. Nothing. No add-ons. Only thing I added on was that, and of course the Zibo 737-800. But look at this as a standard basic. Look at this airport. It's just beautiful, and the scenery is lovely. I haven't done anything to this, guys. A lot of people spend a lot of time and money upgrading everything in Xplane. But for me, my level of enjoyment, my level of expertise, I don't feel I need to. I think this just looks absolutely stunning as it is. This is a lovely model. Now some 737 pilots and enthusiasts say this Zibo, the current latest version, is just the best simulation of a 737 ever made. It certainly is the best freeware 737 that's ever been produced for any flight simulator. We can guarantee that. But when you see me flying it, you'll know that I'm not very good at it, not a professional in any way, shape or form. But the sounds are so immersive. The plane looks so nice, but the sounds and the details in this are just so immersive. It is just fantastic. So we're going to fly today the Zibo 737 for KVM Inspire. Get this airline up and running. Hit the like, make a comment, subscribe, and follow the series. It's going to be fun, guys. If you have a 737 in Flight Sim 2020, 24, or Xplane11 or 12, follow along. Do the same flights and help me build this airline up. It'll be a lot of fun. So today we're flying from KDTW Detroit, and we're heading over to KCLE Cleveland Hopkins International. A short little flight, but it's going to be the bread and butter as we build up this airline. Just like Jet and Airways, we flew from San Diego to Los Angeles all the time, every day, every week. That was the bread and butter. Well, this bread and butter is Detroit to Cleveland. So try out the flight, guys. I'm going to get the FMC all set up. I'll show you my waypoints, and you can do the exact same flight if you feel inspired. So passengers are coming on board. Let's jump in and get things set up and underway, shall we? Right, as you can see, guys, we have our passengers coming on board now. I can get rid of that security camera.
Hello, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
And while they're all getting settled in,
welcome aboard. Hi, welcome. Just for the. Hello.
We'll close that door, I think.
Hello, welcome. Welcome aboard. Hello. Hi. Hi there. Welcome aboard.
Okay, that's better. We got that door closed. Now I've put the camera so you can see my setup, guys. I have a very, very basic flight yoke here and controls. Does the job absolutely perfectly well. Not the flashiest, but it does the job fine for my budget. Now I've also got the Steam Deck here, which you can see. Now I have all my announcements, cabin announcements, and everything programmed onto the Steam Deck, which you will see a little bit later on. When I push it, you will hear all my cabin crew and my cabin announcements. Even ordering a cup of coffee I can do on the Steam Deck. Now my pride and joy, my latest add-on, which was a present from Liam, a birthday present from Liam, so a big thank you to Liam. He sent away and got me this WinWing Master Control Panel, which controls all my my autopilot and everything, especially for a 737. It's just like the exact panel on a real 737. It's one of the most wonderful gifts I've ever been given. I think it is incredible, not cheap, and it took a while to get here. So a big thanks to Liam for this present. It is wonderful, and it works with all the PMDG 737s. And now I'm into the Xplane12, the Zebo mod 737, and it just works straight off the bat. As you can see, I'm adjusting my speed here, and you'll see on the screen the numbers. Well, they are a bit dull there actually. I can go down here and maybe go down here. I can brighten them up a little bit. I think I can with this one. There we go, that brightens it up a bit. It also brightens it up on my panel, so anything I adjust in the 737, it will affect what's happening on here, and vice versa. So if we go up here to this panel again, you'll see as I adjust the speed, the numbers will change on the actual cockpit. So I really love this. It's so immersive to have this extra panel on the top. Guys, if you have the budget, put in your order for Christmas or your next birthday if you like, but it is just fantastic. I really love it. So I don't need to go over here and start flicking all these buttons and turning things with the mouse. I just reach up to here and just do it like I would in a real aeroplane. Okay, so I've set my speed, takeoff, climb out speed at 200. I can turn my flight directors on. There we go, and the switches go up. Absolutely beautiful. Now I've done the FMC, so let's have a look and I will show you what I've done here. These are my waypoints. Now I'm going from KDTW, Detroit Metro, over to Cleveland. So my first waypoint here, Nuvu, Obosi, Ofuzu. You don't need to say them, they're not real words really. Going to RUHSH, Next page to Mons, and then doors out through Post, and then Dillon, and then into runway 06 right. That's ILS runway 06 right. So that's our flight plan, guys, if you want to try it. Let's have a look, see how it looks on our display here. I'll flick this round to plan, and we'll go down here and zoom in, and we'll go through the steps. There's our first one, Nuvu, and let's step through our waypoints, over to Obosi, over to Ofuzu, over to Rush, and then the next 4 waypoints are just bringing us in nice and straight over the next 10 miles in for a beautiful ILS runway 06 right approach. So we have a long approach in a straight line, which I really like. Gives you plenty of time to get the plane configured to the right altitude, the right speed, and you can lock onto the ILS if you wish and just bring it in. I love this flight plan to bits. It is so good. It's not fully professional, guys, but it works for me. It works for this airline, and it does the job. We're getting customers delivered safe and sound, and it is dead easy. So I am loving it. Okay, so let's just check our lights here. I think we are almost ready to go and get some pushback. My flight assistant is organising all the cabin calls and the communications today. So that's all been done. Very, very good. I'll set the speed to RTO there. So I think we're almost ready for pushback.
Captain, passengers are on board and ready to go.
Jansen Airways, welcome to the board.
Okay, passengers are on board. We can go ahead and get and detach the jetway. There we go, retracting there. Very nice, thank you, guys. And we'll get ready to start up our engines as we get pushback. Taxi lights on, other lights are on. APU bleed is on. We can check our trim is at 5 flaps. Get our flaps down to 3 flaps 5. I've assigned my flaps to this lever here on my throttle because in the actual cockpit here you can see the lever is actually a lever. It's not a button or a switch, it's an actual lever. So that's why I've assigned this lever to the actual flaps. I know in some small general aviation this could be something to do with the throttle and the fuel mixture, but I mostly fly 737s and jets, so that's why I've assigned that to flaps. Same with the speed brakes. If you see the control panel here, the speed brakes is actually a big lever that you pull down, so that's why I've assigned this here to the speed brakes. Pull it down and my speed brakes will come down as well. So this middle one controls all the throttles. Okay, so I can go ahead and ask for pushback. Now I'm not as familiar with this as I am with the PMDG 737s that I love to bits, by the way. So you may see me flounder and fluff around a little bit, but I'll try and do a good job. I'll do my best. Right, so we're going to get not a bad day, quite a nice day. Just got the truck coming in now to do the pushback.
Commencing pushback. Release parking brake.
Hi everyone, and welcome aboard this Jet In Airways service. Today we'd like to welcome back all our frequent flyers and million milers. And if it's your first time flying with us, the whole Jet In family wishes to say we appreciate you choosing us as your airline of choice.
And we got quite a long way to taxi today. Quite a long way to taxi. I think that'll do us. Get our brakes back on and we will get some engines started up here. Just take special note of the noises and the sounds in this simulator, guys. Oh, hear those engines winding up? It's the sound. It's the sound that's so immersive, isn't it? That truck just doesn't seem to want to go away. Pushback truck just seems to be hell-bent on continue pushing us. Trying to tell him to go away with my assigned button, but he doesn't want to go.
Commencing pushback.
Commencing pushback. Okay, thank you very much. Stop.
Stop here.
Stopping here.
That might fix him. Okay, let him do a little bit of a push.
Pushback completed.
Thank you, Mark. Sorry about the confusion there. But I think we're all good now. No, he's still hanging around. He's still hanging around wanting to push. Something I've done in my settings that have clashed with... there he goes. I've got a button assigned to pushback, but I think I need to disable that button because it's clashing with something in the ground services controls. Okay, so we've got two good engines running there. Let's go up here and switch on the bus. Just the sounds of this, every little switch, every little button just sounds just so realistic. Yaw dampers on, get some wing heat on. And we'll might as well take our APU off.
Commencing pushback. Release parking brake.
Oh, not again. Come on. Seatbelt. No, he is back again too. He's persistent, this guy.
Stop here.
Stopping here.
Stop here, buddy. Okay.
Disconnect. Pushback completed.
Yeah, he wants to get paid twice now, I suppose. He'll stop when we start taxiing, I guess. Right, so we got quite a long way to taxi today. Could have been pushed back a little bit further. We're heading over to runway 21 left, I think it is. So we've got a little way to go. But you'll hear the sounds and the rumbles of the creaks and the groans and the rattles and the sound of the wheels, the tyres on the tarmac. You'll hear every little detail in this simulator, guys. Right, now what we can do when taxiing, it's a huge airport, turn on the map and we can zoom right into here. We don't need any extra software or DLCs, airport maps and all this kind of rubbish. You don't need it, guys. Just zoom into here and you'll find your way to the active runway very, very easily. Just brilliant. This is Xplane12 straight out of the box. I really like this livery, KVM Inspire. It is very, very cool. I'm not just saying that because I painted it. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am. But I do like the sounds in the X-Plane over the PMDG. I'm not going to get into the discussion of arguing of which one is the best, because I love both of them. I love the PMDG 737s and the Zebo. So I'm not going to argue or discuss that, but because they're both so totally different and they're both fantastic in their own way. I'm very fortunate I can enjoy both of them on my computer, so I'm very lucky. But one thing I do love about the Xplane and the Zibo are the sounds. The PMDG sounds in the cockpit just seem to be too quiet and sterile. Right, we're going to cross over this. We're going quite slow with our taxi, but that's fine. It's probably better than going too fast. Look at this airport, all the ground traffic and the trucks and the cars and the buildings. Just awesome. Right, we're going to turn right here. So we've got quite a big taxi today. And we turn the next left.
Now we ask that you direct your attention to the forward part of each cabin to the TV monitors for a brief and important safety message about our mission.
Welcome aboard. Please fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle, and tighten the strap. To unfasten your belt, pull up on the buckle. Turbulence may occur unexpectedly, so keep your seatbelt fastened during the flight, even when the sign is not on. Cell phones, two-way pagers, and all other electronic devices should be off and stowed. In American Way magazine is a list of non-approved devices. Remember, cell phones and two-way pagers may never be used in flight. Tray tables and footrests should be secured, and your carry-on luggage placed under the seat in front of you or in a storage compartment. Please bring your seats to the
the other thing I enjoy about Xplane and the Zibo, or Xplane really, set up the views. Especially if you're a content creator, you can just get so much beautiful custom views just by the push of the button. For example, you don't have to go up to the recording mode and set up all the cameras to do a flyby or a drive-by. All you do is push one little button on the keyboard and there we go. Oh, how I wish Flight Simulator was like this. Just stunning, isn't it? Just beautiful. The replay mode is the same. Just push one key and you get a slider at the top and you drag it back and play your replay. It is just bloody brilliant, guys. Right, where are we on the map? We're way down here. Look, it's a long taxi. We're coming down here and then we'll be on our runway. Gotta say I enjoy it though, because I can just take in the scenery. It's beautiful. Look at that car park. It's huge. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we are turning right here, guys. Almost missed the turn off there. Too busy looking around at the scenery. Trap for young players. Right, that will do us. We'll stop there, a little bit over the mark. Got our brake on. Brake is on, and we'll just go over our pre-takeoff checklist. And we will also put a few things. Also put something into here for our ILS. So our ILS frequency is 11190 if we decide to do an ILS, which I probably will. 11190. So we'll get that set up. It's a bit faint here. I need to turn up the light a little bit. 11190. 11190. Set that over to the active, and we'll come up here and we will go to my wind wing panel and set our course. Localizer heading of 58. Oh, it's almost set already. I must have been playing with it before. 58, and we'll come over here. 58. What else can we do? Oh yes, our LNAV on, and auto throttle we will switch on. Speed set at 200 knots. Altitude, we're going to set that up at 10,000 feet initially. Vertical speed doesn't seem to want to go on, and this has come down to 100, so that may be a little bit of a glitch, but that's fine. We'll work around that. There's no simulator without a glitch at the moment, is there? There's not one perfect at all. Okay, so that'll do us. Both flight directors are on, LNAV is on, altitude set at 10,000. Okay, auto brake set at rejected takeoff, check. Flaps set 5. Trim set at 5. Flaps 5. I think we're good to go, guys. Take off our brakes, and we'll head out onto the runway, active runway. Right, you have a listen to these sounds as we rumble off down this runway and take off, guys. I tell you, it'll shake the teeth out of your head, I tell you. It's phenomenal. But I've got one more thing to do. I do have trouble with my nose wheel steering at the moment, so I've had to configure it to my flight yoke. So what I'm going to do now is come back in here and reconfigure it to the roll nose wheel tiller seat. I'm going to refigure it now to roll, and then we'll be ready to take off. So we'll do an outside check first. Yep, all set there. Right, we are good to go. Bring up some revs. Feed to the fat. Take off the brakes. Listen to that, guys. Oh yeah.
knots. V1 rotate.
Oh my giddy.
400.
How incredible is that? Gear up. Gear
1000.
into the off position. Flaps up 1. Right, we'll set this over to flight plan. And we'll fly by hand for a while before we go ahead and flick on the autopilot. Right, let's turn on the autopilot here. Set vertical speed at 2. Okay, flight directors, auto throttle, set at 200, altitude 10,000, vertical speed 2,000. Right, wing flaps up 1 more notch. We'll bring our speed up to 250. Look at the vapor and the condensation coming off the wings there, guys. Incredible. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, flaps up.
To go.
Coming up to 10,000 feet now. Auto brakes off. Taxi lights off.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
Now these pilot announcements and cabin crew announcements.
Closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
All these announcements are automatic, guys, when you level off at your altitude. Okay, we're coming up to 250 knots, 10,000 feet. And we are on our way, guys, to Cleveland. KCLE, Hopkins International. Now, we have left the airport, so we can zoom out our map a little bit. And there we are, right there. That red line is our flight plan where we've been. Doesn't show where we're going, though, unfortunately. But we're heading over there. Did you hear that? If you listen, guys, you can actually hear the toilet being flushed. Not the kind of sound that I want to hear. But there we go. You can hear the sound of the toilet being flushed. Unbelievable. Okay, let's have some announcements, guys.
Once you reach a comfortable cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will be in the cabin and will offer you a cocktail beverage of your choice, along with breakfast. There are 5 flights coming aboard today, primarily for your safety. If there's anything we can do to make the trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
Right, oh, there's the toilet flushing again. Oh my gosh. I suppose it is the morning, eh? Everyone wants to go in the morning. You've got to do it. You've got to be regular, guys. Okay. Well, what are we going to do now?
Captain, would you like a fresh cup of coffee?
Oh yeah, that'd be good. 2 please, 1 for my co-pilot.
All good.
Thank you. Coffee is on the way. That's a good sign. In fact, you can see them make the coffee. I'll show you. Where are they? Here they are, making our coffee. Let's have a look. Here we go. We got a fantastic coffee machine on board, guys. Doesn't take too long at all. Just push a few buttons and it's done. Really cool.
Captain, here is your coffee.
Thank you very,
Is there
very
anything
much.
else you would like?
That's it for today. Thank you.
Okay, all good.
Mealtime.
Attention all passengers, you will be serving our in-flight meal shortly with your choice of red or white wine. Please return to your seat so that we may serve you more easily. Enjoy your meal.
Yep, we got some light meals, some breakfast or brunch or whatever you call it on the way here. Now I've got a little security camera that I can turn on and see all my passengers. So let's have a look. See how many people we got on board today. Here we go. Here's all our passengers on board. They're all looking pretty happy. Look like they all need coffee actually. Yep, coffee is on the way, guys. And your breakfast is on the way. Beautiful. Is that toilet flushing again? Right, where are we? Yeah, we're staying at 10,000 feet, guys, because we do not have far to go. It is a very short... It's just over here, the airport. So we're sort of halfway across the lake now. Now we can also bring up our weather chart, our weather map, and research the weather that we have ahead of us. I haven't figured out how to work this yet, so I've got to check out a few tutorials, actually figure out how to work this weather map. It looks very, very cool. It will be fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. What a beautiful plane, isn't it? Just gorgeous. See the vapor and all the condensation just whispering off the wings there. Just looks fantastic. Just fantastic. Right, so I've got my coffee. Everyone's having their meal. Everyone's happy. So we're going to come down in towards Cleveland. Going to come in through Armand's doors and Post, and we're going to line up, maybe do an ILS approach, and then we'll switch the autopilot off and do a nice manual landing. I think that kind of sounds pretty cool. Really loving this wind wing control panel, guys. I just love it. It's changed my life. It really has. I really feel like I'm flying a real 737. It's just amazing. If you have a look, just Google it, or just go to YouTube and look for the wind wing control panel. You'll find it, and I tell you, it's just changed my life, guys. As a sim pilot, it's changed me. It's just so exciting. I can just fly 737s all day and have so much fun. But it's just so practical as well. It's so easy. I don't have to go over here and jiggle around with the mouse and twist and turn and hit the knobs. Just reach up here like I was a real pilot and turn everything. It's beautiful. Love it to bits, guys. I didn't hit the clock. Always forget to hit the clock and keep track of the time, damn it. Right, we're going to come down on our altitude a little bit as we're getting closer now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the double take indicates that the aircraft is now in its final approach. And we have the clear to land. At this time, all passengers must remain seated with their seatbelts securely fastened. Your tray tables and carrying items stowed. Seat back to the upright lock position and your aisle armrests are really lowered.
Well, we're not really on our final approach yet, but
Their final safety check. Please put around your seating area for all remaining cups, glasses, other articles you wish to discard. So much, we'll be back shortly.
Auto throttle, let's put that round to 1, I think will be enough. Right, we're going to come down to 5,000 feet initially. Brought my speed down. We'll turn our landing lights on now. Seeing I forgot to do that when we took off. Few little floaties around, but pretty nice day, really. Right, coming down to 6,000. We've got a big turn to the left coming up as we start our approach, and at that turn I want to be sitting at 2,000 at that point.
Thousand to go.
Right, took a few screenshots there. Beautiful scenery, eh? A few screenshots, just in case I need that to make my thumb for the video. Big hi to all the new subscribers. A few new subscribers on board. Okay, so we're coming up towards our left turn, so I'm going to bring my altitude down. Come down to 2,000. On the left turn, I want to be at 2,000. Vertical speed, bring that down. Speed I want to bring down as well, but we got a bit of time to do that. Lovely scenery here, Xplane12 guys. Just have a look at the scenery here. Just beautiful. Okay, coming down towards 2,000, and then we start
2,500.
Turn left, and we'll be on our finals there. Should turn that voice down. That voice is very loud, isn't it? Co-pilot. Let's get that turned down. Don't need him bellowing in my ear. Thank you very much. Okay. Coming up to our left turn, and then we will
1,000 to go.
Start working on our speed. Getting our speed down. Okay, coming around to the left now. Here they're coming now. Just beautiful. Okay, we got one more turn to the left. One more turn to the left and we will be on finals. Let's have an announcement here.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our approach, we ask that you please check. Make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened low and tight across your lap. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright lock position. If you've had occasion to use your carry-on items, please make sure that they are safely stored underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead exposed bin. Also, if you're using any type of electronic device, if you would please turn it off until we are parked at the gate.
Okay, so we're under 200 knots, coming down to 190. We're at 2,000 feet. We'll come around to the left up here and I'll start getting my speed down a little bit more. Okay, 2,000 feet. Let's bring our speed down. Get our speed down. 170 now. Oh, 160. 160 will do us. We want to be at 140 when we begin our finals. Okay, coming down to 160, we'll start bringing some flaps down. Can just see the airport up ahead and the haze just on the horizon there. Right, let's get our speed down to 140 or 145 at this stage. Flaps down. Check, gear down. There's our airport clearly right ahead of us, so we'll go ahead and hit approach hold mode. Overspeeding there, we have to get our speed down here. I have the auto throttle on, but it was still revving pretty high. I need to physically bring it down. Just the noises and the sounds in this plane. So immersive as we come in. Right, check. Flaps down. Landing lights, taxi lights on. We are locked on to the ILS. Auto throttle disengaged. Autopilot off. I have the plane.
400. 300.
Flight slow.
200.
Flight slow.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverse.
knots.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bin to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles accounts. If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and especially your flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again.
Thank you. Okay, we are going to have a look at our replay. There we go. I hit one button, and up here I have the slider, so we can see the replay of our landing. I mean, how cool is that, guys? Just one button to hit there, and there we go. We are all set up and can watch the replay of our landing. Unbelievable. Honey, Heather want to have a look? Or Heather gone? Okay, here we go. We're coming in. Now, unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator, when you watch your replay, you actually do see your wheels down. You do see your flaps down, your speed brakes, everything, whereas a Microsoft Flight Simulator, half of that stuff is missing. But in Xplane12, you see your replay exactly as it was when it happened. Beautiful.
500.
Just beautiful. I don't know how good my landing was, but we're about to find out, guys. I'm not over experienced when it comes to the Zebo 737, and it is quite realistic when it comes to the flight dynamics
200.
on landings, that's for sure. Here we go.
100.
100. Yeah, I went off the beaten track there when I was trying to use my rudders to steer the aircraft on the ground. So that was a bit exciting. A little bit of practice required there, but other than that, the landing was quite nice, quite soft. Sort of quite happy with that, really. Right, it's time to taxi to the gate, guys, and disembark all our wonderful passengers on our very first flight for KVM Inspire. Wow. Money in the bank, guys. Money in the bank. Okay. Right, here we go. Let's continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination and we do hope that you have a pleasant stay. We do ask that you remain seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened until we arrive at the gate and the seatbelt sign is switched off. This will be your only indication that it is safe to get up and move around the cabin. Just like to take this opportunity on behalf of the entire Jeton family, thank you for flying with us today, and we look forward to seeing you back flying with us again very soon.
Yes, we do, guys.
Prepare the doors for disembark.
We look forward to seeing you back flying with Jeton Airways or KVM Inspire. Either one you choose. It's all money in the bank for us. We're all one and the same now. KVM Inspire is part of Jeton Airways. So we are flying some Jeton passengers today, as well as those who booked with KVM Inspire. Right, let's head over to the gate. I'm just so impressed with Xplane12, guys, and I love the latest updated version of the Zebo mod, which is what this is. Oh, bit too fast. Slow down. Bring your flaps up. Bring your flaps up. Here we go. Into here. Come into the gate, nice and easy like. There we go. Brakes on. Yes, brakes are on. The flaps didn't come up. I don't know why. But here we are, parked at the gate. Plenty of Delta planes here, southwest. A lot. Okay, so we can come into here, request ground services, attach jetway, request ground services, and doors, please.
Flight attendants, please prepare the doors for disembarking.
Right, thank you guys. Well done. Our first flight for KVM Inspire Airlines. Wow! That was fun. That was exciting. Just love those flyby and outside views. Are just incredible. Right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that flight. I had a great time. I just love that, and it was so much fun. I could fly 737s all day. But we flew from Detroit over to Cleveland. It was our very first flight for KVM Inspire to try and get this airline back on track. Make a comment down below. Tell me your favorite plane, your favorite 737, Flight Sim 2020, Flight Sim 24, or Xplane11 or Xplane12. Tell me what you think. I love all of them, guys. They are all fantastic in my book, and they're all good at different things. They all do different things very, very well. They all have their strong points. So I don't need to argue or get into a discussion which one is best. But I love this Zebo mod, the flying, the 737, the latest version. It is just awesome. Flight Simulator 12 out of the box, looks fantastic. Well, you saw it today. So I'm going to build up this airline. We've also, don't forget, we've got an RJ100 in Flight Sim 2020 and 24 for KVM Inspire. So we're going to be flying that as well in Flight Sim 2020. And doing some regional flights with that out of Wellington and Auckland in New Zealand. But we're certainly going to do a lot more with this this 737 around Detroit and around Cleveland and around that area. Let's get this airline up and smoking, guys. Leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, follow along and fly the same route in your favorite airplane. That would be fantastic, and let me know in the comments how it goes. Take care, guys. Enjoy your flight simulator. You enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. Have fun, and I'll see you back here soon on another video. Cheers, over and out.